are molding Izzy and Nate.
All while, the memory, the shadow of that crash is... Okay, let's dive into something pretty intense today.
Definitely.
Picture this. You're on a flight home for the holidays, perfectly normal. You've just met the person next to you.
Yeah, just moments after takeoff.
And then tragedy. The plane crashes right into the Missouri River.
It's a terrifying scenario.
So this deep dive is into the source material surrounding a book called In the Likely Event.
Right.
And the sources we have really focus on this question. What happens when two strangers, seatmates, actually survive something like that?
And how does that one moment just completely, tie their lives together?
Exactly. The source material names them. Isabeau Astor or Izzy.
And Nathaniel Phelan, Nate.
And our mission today, looking through these sources, is to really unpack how that single shared catastrophe becomes this defining thread connecting them over a whole decade.
Yeah, it's not just about the immediate survival, is it?
Not at all. The sources make a big point about how profoundly it changes their individual lives, their whole worlds, really.
And then there's the part the sources find really compelling.
Go on.
Over the next 10 years, their paths just keep crossing. Repeatedly. Almost. Well, impossibly.
Impossibly is a good word for it.
And the source notes, these aren't just like bumping into each other at the grocery store. It specifically highlights these really unexpected places. You mentioned beaches.
And battlefields. Yeah, the source uses those examples.
Right, beaches and battlefields. That contrast alone, as the source points out, suggests something about maybe fate, or just the sheer strangeness of their connection.
It really does. And during this decade, they're not just aimless. They're building very separate, very demanding lives. Nate, the source, says he goes into the military.
Yes, a military career. And the source material actually digs into the specific pressures and, the life experiences that shape him during that time.
While simultaneously, Izzy gets involved in politics.
Exactly. So you have these contrasting worlds, the military, politics. The source shows how both these environments, with all their intensity and unique challenges, are molding Izzy and Nate.
All while, the memory, the shadow of that crash is still there.
It absolutely lingers. And that's where it gets really interesting, according to the source material. Despite the years, the physical distance, these vastly different lives,
That bond holds.
it seems incredibly potent, yeah. But the source emphasizes that timing is just constantly working against them.
The timing issue.
Yeah, circumstances just keep testing their ability to really connect, to make something more of these encounters.
So it's not just bad luck.
Well, the source suggests it's more complex. It spends a lot of time on this theme of missed chances, obstacles, but it also hints it's about their internal stuff, too.
Like how they're dealing with the trauma.
Exactly. How they're individually healing, or maybe not healing. The source mentions the story is told from both their perspectives, alternating.
Okay, so you get inside both their heads.
Right. And the source argues this is crucial for understanding their personal struggles alongside whatever is developing or trying to develop between them.
Makes sense. So it's not just a simple love story timeline. It's digging into their inner lives, how that trauma affects their choices, their connection.
Precisely. And the source material really pulls out these core themes the book explores. Fate, or maybe just chance.
Resilience, definitely. Moving forward after something so huge.
The whole idea of second chances, too. And ultimately, just that stubborn, enduring power of human connection against, everything else.
And the source is careful to say it's not your typical whirlwind romance.
No, it highlights that it's a slow burn.
Okay.
And it emphasizes how grounding it in those realistic settings, the military details, the political backdrop, makes the whole thing feel more, real. Credible, yes. The source argues that because those worlds feel authentic, the central message about connection emerging from devastation is much more powerful. It's ultimately described as a heartfelt story about finding love in the most unexpected ways.
So wrapping up this deep dive into the source material on In the Likely Event, it really shows a story built around one catastrophic moment.
A plane crash. Yeah.
And how the source portrays that crash as the catalyst, the the unlikely crucible that forges this deep, lasting connection between two strangers.
A connection that gets tested again and again over years by distance, by life itself.
It really makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah.
How profoundly something like surviving a disaster together could shape not just one person's life, but the actual nature of the bond between people.
It leaves you with that big question the source raises.
How much of that pull between Izzy and Nate is, fate? Some unavoidable destiny drawing them together.
How much is it just the incredible resilience of people? The human spirit finding connection, needing connection, even in the absolute worst circumstances.
That's definitely something to ponder.
Grab In the Likely Event by Rebecca Yarros, now on sale for $11.95. Don't miss this chance to build good habit and achieve remarkable results. Buy now, today.
Like and subscribe for more Bookhaven podcasts.